Hello from Portland. Yesterday I talked about technology I love. Today I'm supposed to talk about technology I hate. And I think when people say they hate technology, they mean one of three things. The first category is you see a lot of people complain about things they see on Facebook or things they see on Twitter or things they get through their phones. And they're really not complaining about technology, they're complaining about people who are doing selfish or stupid things. But people have always done selfish or stupid things, and every technology, every method of communication humans have ever invented has become a vehicle for human folly, human greed, human selfishness, human stupidity, all the shortcomings human beings have always had. And as I said before, I don't think it makes any sense to blame a technological medium for conveying flaws that people have and have always had. The worst you can say about some technologies is they enable us to see rather more of our fellow human shortcomings than we would care to. The second sense is a more technical sense. There are a lot of people who are qualified to criticize technology from a practical and aesthetic point of view. I'm not one of them. I have a very limited sense of what's feasible. So there's probably all kinds of flaws and shortcomings and inelegant solutions in the technology I use. I'm just not qualified to really criticize it. I do get a little frustrated with how much software has to be updated in ways that don't seem to really add anything but just seem to be keeping people busy. The third sense in which people can hate technology is really just more a matter of personal taste and preference. And I think it's important there not to assign too much importance to our personal tastes and preferences. A lot of people seem to take a lot of pride in not liking certain technology and not liking electronic book readers, for example, or not liking word processors and wanting to use manual typewriters, which is just sort of making a fetish of technologies that were, at one time, huge advances over what came before. There was a time when manual typewriters were the cutting edge of efficient writing, and that's why people used them. It wasn't because they really enjoyed the clacking of those keys. I had a manual typewriter as a kid, and there was nothing romantic about it. It was not particularly easy to write. I can write much more fluidly on a word processor than I ever could on a typewriter. I remember getting my first electric typewriter and thinking it was just amazing. It was just wonderful how much easier it was to type things. So I think a lot of people just have this kind of nostalgia for technology that's much less efficient and less effective, and I have no real patience for that. I think that's just silly. There are certainly things that are technological advances that don't suit my particular taste. For example, I hate 3D movies. I just hate the technology. I don't like watching 3D movies. And I don't have anything against people who enjoy 3D. I think it's fine if you enjoy 3D. It's just not something I personally like very much. But on the whole, if you've watched my videos at all, you know I'm actually a big fan of digital technology, social media, all the things that have happened in my lifetime that are not utopian in their effects, but are certainly opening up new horizons of human thought and human connection. And I think ultimately that's a good thing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.